Hello and thank you for joining me for your daily tarot. So today I'm taking a look at the energies that are going on for the 30th of June and the 1st of July. As always, please only take the messages that are meant for you and leave what isn't yours for someone else to enjoy, okay? Never force fit the messages to fit with your situation, because that's when people are going to get upset. Right, so what is going on? Okay. You're starting off this read with a couple of reversals. You've got the archway and it says new opportunities, possibilities and paths opening up, and it's in the reverse with the dog in reverse, protection from a powerful friend. So straight away with this energy, it's almost as if you could be sabotaging yourself here without actually realizing that you're doing that. Or this could be someone else that's sabotaging your efforts, okay? The dog in reverse, that is normally someone being disloyal, right? The dog in reverse. That's someone who's only looking out for their own interests. They don't care about anyone else's feelings in the situation, okay? It's really selfish energy. And the throne, position of authority. So this could be coming from an individual who is in a position of authority. So it's like a boss, a manager, a decision maker, right? There's the energy here of someone who is supposed to be doing the right thing, is supposed to be treating everyone fairly and equally, but isn't doing that, okay? They're taking advantage of their position of authority. They're taking advantage of the fact that they can boss people around. And then you've got the funnel, and that's coming out squiffy, and it says a period of frustration and lessons to be learned. So this individual is causing a lot of frustrations for everyone else that's around them. It feels to me like this individual, because of the mention of powerful being there, everyone else seems to be afraid or scared to stand up against this particular person. And because they're afraid, they're actually losing out here on some opportunities or possibilities that they're supposed to have. So can you tell us more about this archway reversed? What is going on here for our collective, please? Again, just a reminder, these are general readings, okay? Definitely don't try and force fit them to fit with your situation. It either clicks or it doesn't, okay? What's this archway? Oh, the sun, and that's coming out squiffy. Yeah, talk about opportunities being ripped away from someone here, with the sun coming out squiffy. I don't think that this is a situation that you've brought upon yourself. I'm not feeling that at all, because it's strongly suggesting that an individual who is in a position of authority is the one that's doing this. What's this, sun? Yeah, they're all coming out squiffy now as well. Five of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. It's like, yeah, you're limited on how much you can say about this kind of behaviour. You're really, really limited. Like, these coming out squiffy, that's someone going, I have to put up and shut up. I can't do anything about this. It's out of my power. It's out of my control. Let's get another deck. What's going on? What's going on for our collective with this energy, please, with the archway? Okay. Talk about an abuse of power. Can you tell us more for this energy, please? For our collective. What's this archway? Sun, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, okay. The Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles. That's someone, they're in too deep. They've invested too much into this situation. So it's not going to be as clear cut as I'm going to have to walk away, I'm going to have to cut my losses, I need to surrender this. It's like, for whoever's resonating with this reading, they can't just walk away because they're in too deep, they're too invested here with that Seven of Pentacles. So there's not going to be an easy answer of how they can separate themselves from this abuse of power. It feels to me like this individual has got certain people over a barrel, and there's nothing that they can do about it. Can you tell us more about this dog reversed? Ooh. Okay, again, you can tell a lot about the energy that's going on by the way that the deck handles. And these came sliding out the deck like it was really lazy, to the point where I almost didn't notice that they came out of the deck until I looked down, right? So I feel that there is a powerful metaphor there for whoever resonates with this reading, that this individual has they've slid through a lot of things that wouldn't normally have gotten through if only everyone else was paying attention. Page of Wands and the Devil, there it is. Right, that's why you've got to feel out the energy that's going on. Okay, so yeah, definitely certain things have been given a pass when they should never have been given a pass. The Devil is bondage energy, right? That's stuff that keeps people stuck. It's toxic behavior, it's abusive behavior, it's devil energy. It's obsessions, it's compulsions, it's entrapment. And I do feel that there has been some sort of entrapment here that's gone on, because it's come out with the Page of Wands. That's someone who wouldn't know any better, because it's impressionable energy, right? So this individual has been deliberately, I feel they've been deliberately recruiting individuals who are really quite naive, quite impressionable, who are going to be invested in whatever it is that they're doing. It is really weird. It is weird energy, weird behavior. Can you tell us more about this, please? For our collective, the Star. That's like promising the earth, and look how that's landed right on top of the Devil as well. There's definitely been a lot of false hope here, a lot of false promises, things that have been promised that have never come to fruition. I'm also getting that this person keeps moving the goalposts as well. So whenever whoever resonates with this feels like they're getting close to achieving their targets, the goalposts are being shifted and moved on them, right? Especially with that Star landing on top of the Devil. That's how they're keeping you stuck. That's how they're keeping control over you. Okay, they're constantly moving the goalposts. Can you tell us more about this, please? You could be dealing with a Capricorn or an Aquarius. The Hierophant, that's coming out squiffy. Talk about false promises, right? The Hierophant off center. That's someone's going back on their word here. They're definitely not living up to what they say they're gonna do. And that's why there's this frustration. That's why someone's frustrated. Because they're like that every time I think I'm getting close, it gets ripped away again. What's this Throne for our collective, please? What's this Throne? Oh, the Fool. There's your surrender, there's your release. The Fool. That can indicate someone acting spontaneously. Okay, and I feel that this is someone taking back their power here for certain. Okay, it feels like someone's turning the tables here. Oh, more squiffy energy. The Seven of Pentacles. Someone's surrendering their heavy investment here. Okay, that could be you if you're resonating with this. It's like, I'm just sighing. Because it really is frustrating, because someone here is having to surrender their heavy investment here. They're having to basically sacrifice what they've already invested so that they can take back their power. That's what that is. That Seven of Pentacles coming out squiffy. Someone's going, I need to make a bid for my freedom here. That's the only way. That's the only way. That's the only option that I have. So even though you don't want to surrender your investment, you know that it's going to get to the point where you have to. You're going to have to start again someplace else. Five of Pentacles. We've already seen that. It's Five of Pentacles there, squiffy. Came out in the upright position this time. So yeah, that's someone basically trying to make peace as best they can with the idea of, okay, this is going to cost me. This is going to cost me the investments that I've already made, be it financial, be it time, be it love, any sort of resource. Okay, everything is a resource. Someone knows here that they stand to lose out on resources because they've gotten wrapped up with this devil energy. Unwittingly, they've gotten wrapped up in this devil energy. And I tell you, that's where the devil energy gets you, because they do make a lot of promises. They promise you everything that you ever wanted on a silver plate, basically. And they never produce. They never produce. That's where they get you, and that's how they keep you. Someone's stuck. Definitely stuck. Like I said, I don't know if they're stuck like financially. I don't know if they're stuck in a job, or if this is like a relationship. I honestly don't know. It's going to be different for all of you. Bearing in mind, I can only read the strongest overall energies, okay? Man, I keep sighing because I'm getting so frustrated at the amount of fuckery that goes on for people. Like, it genuinely upsets me to see stuff like this coming out. There's no easy solution here, because someone's going to lose out no matter what they do. No matter what they do, they're going to lose. But that's the only way that they can take back their power. And again, frustration. A temporary period of frustration. Lessons to be learned. So someone, I mean, that's awful, isn't it? That's awful to say, like, but someone, because of this situation now, they've learned, okay, next time another person starts making all of these promises to me, I'm going to know what's up, and I'm forever going to remember this. I'm forever going to use this. Excuse me, I'm getting really upset at this energy. I'm forever going to remember this as not just taking people on their word, but waiting for them to prove to me that they can be trusted. You see, I'm seeing a scenario here where you've given someone multiple chances, time and time and time and time again, in the hope that they were going to stick to their word, in the hope that they were going to produce, in the hope that they were going to keep their promises. And it's like they never did. They never did. And all the while you've made this huge investment that I'm seeing is amounting to nothing. It's horrible. It's absolutely awful. Can you tell us more about this funnel? Oh, yeah. Ten of Cups and the Nine of Swords. So now someone's worried about their family. They're worried about how they're going to provide for their family. If this is about a relationship, they genuinely thought that this relationship was going to be it. Genuinely thought that this was going to be it. And someone's admitting here now, no, that this is just making me depressed. It's making me fearful. It's making me isolated. Like, this is not what I signed up for. I signed up for the Ten of Cups and I got the fucking Nine of Swords, right? I'm not apologizing for the language. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit, because this is real. This is really happening to someone. And if swearing's going to offend you, go away. Why not get offended at people doing this sort of crap to each other? Why get offended at words? Right? Don't waste my time. It is what it is. They genuinely thought that they were signing up for the Ten of Cups. They thought that they were signing up for this beautiful life of happiness, of love, of shared responsibilities, of being in this blissful relationship, blissful connection, right? Family, a sense of belonging, emotional stability. And what they got instead was the Nine of Swords, which is the nightmare card. Like, this entire thing has made someone here incredibly paranoid about trusting anybody ever again. Ever again. Like, this has destroyed someone's soul. They feel like their soul has been destroyed through this experience. That's awful. Let's clarify this. Give another card here, please. Our collective. Yeah. The Six of Swords. Someone knows. It's time. It's time to be proactive. It's time to start making the right moves in the right direction, because running round and round in circles with this individual in this situation is just making you ill. It is affecting your mental health. It is affecting your emotional health. It's affecting your decision making. It's affecting the relationships that you have with other people. And someone's realizing it is not worth the price that I've had to pay. I'm going to have to start processing this. I'm going to have to start making moves. Okay, Six of Swords is the card of travel, journey, movement, coming out of difficult situations, being able to see the wood for the trees, finally. Like, literally, this is the fog lifting. This is the fog lifting on those lies, those empty promises. Okay, the fog is lifting on that devil energy. Someone seeing the situation for how it truly, truly is. What's under there? The sun. There it is. The sun finally in the upright position. We've seen the sun before. It came out there and it came out squiffy. And now it's in the upright position. As I said, the fog is finally lifting for someone here. What's under there? The Knight of Swords. Yeah. This is being more direct. This is being very focused. This is literally being assertive. I feel that you're finding that strength within you that is required to be assertive. And that's a good thing. What else for our collective, please? Well, it's reversed. 0 in the reverse. So it feels to me like you've known that this has been on the cards for a while. It's just only now you're feeling strong enough, or you're about to start feeling strong enough to actually do something about it. I am limitless. You are limitless. There is no beginning and no end. All is infinite. It is time to develop your spiritual side. You are gaining new sight and understanding of both. It says godly, but I prefer to use the word universally because it's more inclusive. So you're gaining new sight and understanding of both the universe and of earthy things. You are limitless. You're giving yourself permission. In fact, no, you're demanding it of yourself to have this new beginning with that 0. You're understanding that it's a requirement. It's a requirement. What else? For our collective, please. What else? Communication. And that's come out squiffy. So this is something that you've been meaning to say for the longest time here. Be open to receiving messages. So you could have been receiving a lot of spiritual messages for the longest time, right? But only now you're paying attention to them. Right now it's important to communicate clearly and honestly. Calls, text, expression and answers. Yeah. A next level. You're moving up to the next level. So you're finding that strength within you now to communicate the things that you've needed to communicate for the longest of times. And that's how you're moving up to the next level. If you leave your comfort zone, you'll see accelerated growth and change. Expansion, explore, and growth. Yeah. So this is completely within your power, okay? It is. It's completely within your power. You choosing to go up to the next level. You choosing to do something about this situation. Instead of just feeling like you have to accept it for the way that it is. You realizing actually, okay, yeah, it is going to cost me, but it's going to be worth it because it's already cost me so much. Did you see how that card came out then? Don't lose sight of this truth. So literally someone has been hoping and praying for the longest time that this situation was just going to develop by itself. And it never did. Don't lose sight of this truth. You came here to evolve and grow. So it's necessary to experience the difficult times. That's when you will grow the most. There is always light at the end of a dark tunnel. And don't worry, everything that you've been waiting for is on its way. Progress is being made even if you can't yet see the results. So much is happening behind the scenes for the creation of your dreams. Trust the process. Yeah. Yeah, it takes a lot to trust in the process. It takes a lot to get out of a devil type situation. It really, really does. I can't emphasize too much how important this is that you get out of this situation. It is so important. Okay, life happens, shit happens. It's not what happens to you, but how you respond to all of the shit that's thrown your way. Yeah. And this is how you're responding. You're finally standing up and going, do you know what, I'm done. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. Yeah, nor should you. Nor should you. This is, honestly, I'm seeing somebody taking advantage here of another individual, and they've been doing it for the longest time. And it's not on. It's not on. What else? What else for our collective? Such a difficult deck to shuffle, this one. I love this deck. It's got the most beautiful messages in it, but I do wish that they made the deck regular deck shaped instead of heart shaped. But there it is. The messages are absolutely beautiful that come with this one. So it says, you are a beautiful soul, full of wisdom, compassion, and great love. If you feel trapped, yeah, and this is definitely a message for someone who feels trapped, like 100%. If you feel trapped, it is because you have created your own bondage. It is time to free yourself of the guilt that has kept you feeling stuck and allow the sacred rhythms of life to flow through you once more, okay? So there needs to be a flow, and that can only come with acceptance, okay? But yeah, powerful message there for someone. Of course, not gonna resonate for absolutely everybody. Before I do all of my reads, I only ask for the messages that those who are needing to hear them the most are gonna find them, okay? So they're not gonna be for everybody. But yeah, if you feel that you're needing a personal reading with me, then my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is going to be in my description box below. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.